You're looking at the first incredible video from inside the New Orleans Superdome since the evacuation. We were the first camera crew allowed inside. Shafts of light from gaping holes in the roof illuminate the scene, remnants of hell for up to 35,000 people. To get here involved an incredible journey through the abandoned city where the only traffic is army trucks. We waded through floodwater that has become a toxic soup.
As we come out of the floodwaters, we kind of hit this ramp where, as you can see, there are personal belongings all along. This is where people camped out for days waiting to be rescued. It's not pretty.
Mountains of people's belongings left behind when they were rescued litter the landscape. I met Lieutenant Colonel Scott Elliott of the Texas Air National Guard, who told me the real heroes at the Superdome were the evacuees.
The real action was the people. What they put up with, and the loss of their homes, people lost family members.
As we enter the Superdome's dark, forbidding corridors, it's easy to see how families were separated, how there were reportedly rapes and sheer anarchy. The field itself looks like a battlefield, a sharp contrast with the palatial stadium which staged so many spectacular sports events over the years. Our guide inside the stadium is Airman Chris King. He's as overwhelmed as I am.
The smell is absolutely overpowering. I mean, this is disgusting.
Pretty indescribable. Really, no words to describe it. Pretty awful.
There's no electricity in this building. The only available light coming in from a few holes up in the ceiling. You can see a water cooler here with some empty drinks that people had in the first days. I mean, people ate here, they slept here, they went to the bathroom here. They had no choice. They had nowhere else to go. But it's absolutely disgusting and revolting to look at it and to smell it all these days later.
Everywhere there are poignant reminders of the loss and suffering.
This is very sad to think that a little boy or a little girl's toy is left here in the seats. Probably something that gave them a lot of happiness in the days that they were left stranded in here. This little dog toy. When they had the opportunity to leave, they probably just went out as quickly as they could. This is very sad to look at all this here. It's unbelievable to think that a little baby had to call this home. I mean, there is urine, human feces, and then you've got a baby carriage in the middle of all of this filth. Literally 10 seconds ago, some electricity, some power finally came here into the Superdome. You can see that the concourse is now lit up, and it just illustrates even more clearly the unbelievable conditions that people were living in. We're going into the men's room. Oh my God. Oh, guys, just get this room. Oh my God. This is the most disgusting. Oh, I can't stay in here, guys. I cannot stay in here. This is the most revolting smell I've ever taken in my life.
I finally went out onto the field itself, water squishing underneath my feet. It was a surreal sight.
There's probably an inch, 2 inches of water pretty evenly spread throughout this field. Unbelievable. Piles of garbage, water bottles, garbage, blankets, open food packages. I don't think anyone ever imagined something like this could happen. We're at the 20-yard line in the Superdome. The 20-yard line in the Superdome, and look at it. The air is thick. The smell is nauseating.
I spent only a fraction of the time thousands of terrified people spent in here, but I couldn't wait to escape the suffocating atmosphere of this nightmarish place.
This is the Le Fond nursing home where 14 nursing home patients died.
Another day, another nursing home nightmare in New Orleans.
You can see where the water line got to. It's only about, I'd say, 2 feet. And you can tell by looking at the markings here that no body was found inside of here. This is the name of the search team, CA8. It was searched on September 9th. They found 0 bodies in this room. Here we are. This is the nursing station.
a handwritten morgue sign, mud-stained pews in the chapel, beds and wheelchairs everywhere.
There are reports that the patients who were left behind were brought upstairs, so I'm just going to hazard a guess that we will see some numbers indicating a body count upstairs. They found a body in here, you can tell. Number 1. So presumably somebody died in this room. Whew. Oh, the smell in here is just brutal. It might be rotten food, I'm not sure. Oh boy, I'm not even going to walk very far in here. They found 2 dead. Clearly they found them right here in the hallway. Take a look at this. It's a pantry over here, and there's actually food inside. There's some evaporated milk. I see some sugar over here, some canned food. But I'm going to tell you right now, I don't think this was a matter of people not having enough to survive. We're talking about elderly people who were infirm, who apparently could not fend for themselves, even with the provisions that were left here. You have to remember also that there was no power here. It was completely dark.
These heartbreaking images come to you a day after we took an exclusive tour of the St. Rita's nursing home, where 34 people died.
Wow. This will give you an indication right here of just how high the water was. I'm 5'11". There's the water line right there. We're talking about, 6 feet, 6'5", 6 foot 5 inches worth of water in here.
Les Trent, he is with us from Inside Edition.
Nancy Grace invited me on her CNN headline news show and was moved by our report.
Can you imagine your grandmother in that?
And remember this?
Somebody's coming to get you on Tuesday. Somebody's coming to get you on Wednesday. Somebody's coming to get you on Thursday.
It was one of the most riveting moments in the Hurricane Katrina coverage. A tearful account told by Jefferson Parish President Aaron Broussard on Meet the Press on September 4th. Broussard talked about a colleague whose mother was trapped by the flood.
Somebody's coming to get you on Friday, and she drowned Friday night.
As it turns out, that woman was one of the 34 who died at St. Rita's. The owners of the nursing home have denied any wrongdoing. Meanwhile, this tragic story comes to light at the LaFawn nursing home.